Good morning. Today everyone is talking about the budget and the deficit, which is going up to $2 trillion. And the great Republicans are trying to cut the so-called government spending by 35 billion, and then they went down to something like $800 million only. And how they get the deficit of $2 trillion by borrowing on top of the 14 trillion, which brings up the national debt to a maximum. And our great, smart, intelligent, genius the Secretary of Treasury, Mr. Timothy Geithner, wants the debt ceiling to be raised up. And how they borrow the money? From whom? Of course, from the Federal Reserve Bank, who has the authority to print the U.S. money. So everybody is talking about borrowing more money, but nobody is talking about financial independence, about sober and solid financial policy, about paying the debt and stop borrowing money. To borrow more money from the Federal Reserve, you have to bow more to that bank, and you have to give up more of sovereignty if you have any left. Let me ask some question about what that means. How the Fed is richer and can lend money to the U.S. government. What makes the Fed stronger? What makes the Fed authorized more to print the money? And on the other side, what makes the U.S. poorer and not able to print its own money? In the year 1913, the Federal Reserve Act was passed. And they say they excuse themselves. They say that many of the Congress people were away. But that does not give the excuse of not trying to reverse that Federal Reserve Act of 1913. Until now, it seems nobody is attempting to open that issue. To take the authority from the Federal Reserve Bank, to give it to the U.S., to claim it, and to have the U.S. have the power and the authority to print their own money. Nobody is talking about that. Instead, they are talking about borrowing more money. My question is, the U.S. government has no power to print its own money. However, it has all the power and the guts to go and invade a country after country after country, and the last one was or is Libya. If you are in debt, you don't go and spend money to the military. You try to fix your own problems here and pay off your debt and take authority to print your own money and declare your own real financial independence.